Hey, what's up, fellow Raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and we are now at day 11 of my new free to play account for Chosen's free to play competition. And we've been waiting for this day because we now have a summon rush right here. Yes, so Summon Rush just started a few hours ago, and we have been saving up these 11 Ancient Shards. And we also have one Void Shard right here to summon and hopefully get something good out of these. So I've been saving these up because I wanted to wait for the Summon Rush to get those extra rewards. We are a free to play account, and of course, we want to maximize every single resource that we have. And it just so happened that coinciding with this summon rush is a targeted champion boost. As we can see right here, we have a few champions that will have a times 10 chance of getting. All right, let me move myself here to this side. All right, so I think that's much better. All right, and let's just take a look at these champions really quickly before I pull shards. Helior is an amazing champion. All right, wait, let me move myself back there again. All right, so Helior, one thing that is very unique about Helior is his A3 because it converts this champion's resistance into additional accuracy when using this skill. So you can build him with no accuracy at all. Just pack him up with a lot of resistance, and that resistance will turn into accuracy whenever he uses Harsh Light, his A3. That is his only skill that requires accuracy because his A1 is a heal and will increase his own defense. His A2 is an AoE shield on your own allies, so his A3 is the only one that requires any accuracy, and of course it will use your resistance to add up on your existing accuracy. So a pretty solid champion right here. I would definitely love to have him for my free to play account. Will definitely help me out in Doom Tower. Abess, not a very noteworthy champion right here. Just just hits hard, a lot of attack, a lot of damage. Has an AoE decreased defense right here, but other than that, simply a champion that hits hard. Elder Scarlet is a very fun champion to play with because he hates other legendary champion, even though he is one himself. So he receives less damage from legendary champions. He can provoke. He can place a provoke on other legendary champions as well, and he can place a lot of HP burn, True Fear, a lot of debuffs right there, and his A2 hits 3 times, but it can hit a total of 6 times if there are some buffs or debuffs on the enemy target. So yeah, so that can be a total of 6 hits right there with an AoE HP burn and an AoE True Fear. So a very fun champion to play with, definitely. He got a buff recently, I think in the past few months. So yeah, so that made him very fun to play. I don't have him in my main account as well, but I would love to pull him one day. And I think the highlight of this 10 times is Ursaga Warcaller right here, an HP based legendary champion in the Barbarian faction. Basically a strong defense or a strong defensive champion, has a 3 turn when both ally protect and strengthened for 3 turns. Yeah, so that can be up 100% of the time if you have this book. And yeah, so basically a strong defensive champion that can do well in arena, those defensive comps in arena. Also decreases damage from critical hits from your allies, so keeps your squishy arena champions alive. So definitely a strong arena champion right here for defense. And Mordecai, one of my new favorite champion. I pulled him in my main account. He is now my main damage dealer in Spider 25 with his AoE HP burn right there. Right, so excellent for Spider. Giscard, I actually have Giscard in my in this free to play account right here. He's currently my best epic, So I think he's the one that I will 6-star next after Kale. He has this AoE provoke. He has an increased defense and increased attack on his A3. So yeah, so pretty solid. But I think among the champions in this times 10, he's the weakest. I would say the least desired. But yeah, for my free to play account, he's basically my second strongest after Kale. Armina, pretty good champion with an AoE decreased defense. He can replace your War Maiden if you have it on your Barbarian Faction Wars. And she loves to stun. She has a stun on her A3. If you fully deplete the target's turn meter, she has a stun on her A1, and her passive is all about stun. She gets extra turn meter when enemies get a stun. So if you have Seal of the Drakes, who is a free login reward champion, who has an 8 AoE stun, so she pairs well with Seal of the Drakes for Faction Wars. So definitely an excellent addition to your Faction Wars team. And lastly, God Seeker. So her revives are excellent. She has a passive revive right here, so that when the enemy team goes first and one of your champion falls down, there's an instant revive right there. But she also have a revive skill, so definitely an annoying champion to fight against in the arena. All right, so these are the champions right here for the times 10. As for my free to play account, I'm really looking for a healer because that's what I'm lacking right now. So I have Kale, I have Grave Dirt, I have Cardinal, I have Giscard, I have War Maiden, Grave Chill. All of these are solid champions, but I'm really lacking a good healer right now. So an Apothecary would be excellent for this shard pull right here. All right, let's do this. We have 11 ancient shards, 1 void shards. I will pull all of these because of the summon rush event. And you might be wondering, why am I pulling shards when it's not a ×2 event? This is because in Chosen's free to play competition, we only have 30 days and we are at day 11 right now. So we will not have another ×2 event for ancient shards or void shards during the duration of this competition. So I might as well pull them right now. All right, so let's do this. First, ancient shard, Bone Knight, weaken on his A1, heal reduction on A2, AoE increase buff, increased crit rate buff. Yeah, so not a good champion. He will be instant food for my other champions. Right, Mock Stalker also. So block buff on A1, sleep on A2. If the target has no active buffs, and heal, but a self heal on his A3. So yeah, another champion that is not really what I'm looking for. Aethel. Okay, so Aethel can definitely help me out with Fire Knight, triple hit A1, AoE on A2, yeah, and a self buff. Although leveling up Aethel will not be a priority for me right now because basically whatever Aethel does is covered by Kale, except for of course Fire Knight. But we'll see. I'll definitely keep Aethel as a backup champion. Hopefully I get a healer soon. Preserver, yeah, decrease speed, heal on so another self heal and self shield and single target freeze. Not awesome at all. Come on. All right, Grumbler, self shield, heal reduction, and ally protect. All right, so decent, but these are already covered by some of my other champions, so not really what I'm looking for. So far, haven't pulled anything good yet. Disappointing pulls. Hellfang. Put target skills on cooldown. Weaken single target AoE. Freeze. 75%. Oh, only available when Hound Spawn is on the same team. So uh, I don't think we will use that champion either. Still no epics. So this is one champion that you always get from farming 12-3. So um, pretty good A3 here with the fill the turn meter of all allies by 15%, decrease the turn meter of all enemies by 15. So that's decent. But for this free-to-play competition, I opted not to power up my Diabolist that I've been getting from farming 12-3. But definitely a solid champion right there. Alright, what's next? Fortress Goon, decrease speed, weak version on his A1, AoE heal reduction. Grave Dirt already does that for me, the AoE heal reduction, and heal all allies by 10% of their max HP. Place an increased defense on all allies for 2 turns, the weak version. So, okay, so we have a heal here. Can be booked to a 4 turn. Alright, so that's one option. Okay, so I'll think about this. Fortress Goon. I do have another champion, Gear Grinder, that does the same thing. So I'll decide which one of those two I will use. We do have 11 ancient shards to begin with, so we have an 8% chance to pull an epic, so we should get at least one from these 11 shards. So far we don't have one yet. Gladiator, okay, decrease attack, decrease speed, stun on 2 times at random, okay, if the target turn meter is above or equal 70%. Attack all enemy. Okay, not a very impressive champion either. Come on, still no good game-changing healer. Wretched, heal reduction A1, self heal A2, HP burn. All right, HP burn A3. So yeah, so I was looking for an HP burn champion, but we are getting that free legendary ninja who has HP burn on his A2. So we don't need an HP burn champion anymore, and this is just a single target HP burn. My last ancient shard right here. Come on, still no epic. All right, Blood Painter, poison A1. All right, decrease accuracy AoE on his A2. Filled turn meter of all allies and increase attack. Okay. So alright, so no apothecary, no big time epic. So yeah, very disappointing pulls there. But we have one more void shard. Hoping to get lucky. Still a rare champion. Alright, we have Amaranthine Skeleton, block buff on A1, block active skill on A2, and heal reduction when ascended, and increase defense on this champion. Alright, so yeah, very disappointing set of pulls right here. So I hope, or I wish my free-to-play account the best of luck. We'll see if we get far in this free-to-play competition right here. But yeah, that's it for today's video, today's shard pulling. I was hoping to get something good to, of course, advance further along in the Doom Tower. But yeah, we'll make do with what we have. Alright, so that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.